So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw.
And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. We'll make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Flushed out right. That is caught at the 7.
And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
1st and goal at the 7.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
They'll throw again. Bridgewater eluding the pressure right. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Jeremy Chin picks it off.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Joey Sly lining up.
And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
It shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This will make it into the end zone. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route. Because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Jeremy Chin
able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, is car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone at the 25.
Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Jones, the ball carrier.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
And it's 3rd down.
Working out of the gun. Love. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Play action this time with Love. And this is going to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Off the play fake, Love. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Love from the gun. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to fourth down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
3-yard attempt.
And Bullock will put this one through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. First down, Bridgewater. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter with the score Panthers 21. Packers
Ball up to the
3.
35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing, Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Bridgewater on first down. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete.
Because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up and make those throws, and he did that.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On play action, it's Bridgewater. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 30. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. A first down throw for Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Bridgewater going to get it out quickly to Moore. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Check. Ready. Mike 91. 91 is the mic. Check 91. 91 is the mic.
Bridgewater again. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Joey Sly lining up for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score Panthers 28, Packers 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
And 8 yards to go.
The Packers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Looking downfield for Joe. He's got a man. Complete. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
3rd and 2. Love with it. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
To Jacob Hollister.
Jacob Hollister, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers get a score closer. The Packers keeping the offense out there now as he'll go for 2. Here's Love. Flush to his right, and he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players, but most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. To throw again on second down, Bridgewater. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 12 yards there and a first down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Check, check. Showing it.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 42. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
10 at the 42-yard line.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score Panthers 35. Packers 11.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
Wilson on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Love now on second down. He sets up the screen to Jones.
Love's pass.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Back at the 24-yard line.
Love, they go play action now. That's caught by Hollister. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
And a Packer first down.
Love now to pass on 1st down. Caught on the right side by Jones. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
At the Panthers,
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Love. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Jacob Hollister, the one he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
A gain of 4 yards. It's now 4th down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They'll go with Jones. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Panthers out in front, and they will first. Second half action underway. Now this will make it into the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch of this 3rd quarter, he had 7 in the first half. It's also a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Flush to his right. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Curtis Samuel, touchdown number 15 of the year. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flushed from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Working out of the gun. Love. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a gain of 3. And it'll be 3rd down.
Gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Love from the gun. Looking deep for Julio. And he can't come up with a pick.
Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Flushed out right. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
52's the mic. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Here's McCaffrey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Joey Sly on now for the Panthers. This just a 24-yard attempt. Kick is indeed good, and that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give him a touchdown in that situation, right? Made him kick the field goal, and yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
On the return, the Packers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things, and I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers, they probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Love. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Play action this time with Love. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 45-yard line.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 3rd and 1, Love to throw. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. On 1st and 10, Love. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now Jones. Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
They'll try again with Jones. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Love. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
And goal.
Touchdown, Packers. Jacob Hollister, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. The Packers keeping the offense out there now as they'll go for 2. From the gun, Love. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
Packers 19.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm going back to you.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
He's taken down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them. trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. First down, going to the air with Love. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Troy Pride. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10. Love and the Packers now with a first and 10 at their own 18. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Looking sideline, incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Love's pass.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Brings up third and inches.
Off the play fake, Love. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
On fourth down, Love. And this is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
On downs.
And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. And this one is right through. And that will push the lead up from 26, and it grows up to 29.
19.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's third down.
Third down. And 4 yards to go.
Operating from the gun, Love. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
From the gun, Love. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
4 yards on the pick.
Play fake. Here's Love.
At the
Left side completion to Jones.
Love's pass.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 40. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Check tight. Hey, check 20. Shoot. Green jack. Shoot. Check.
To the air again, Love. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jeremy Chin picks it up. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Set. 20. I'm coming. Check 91. 91 is the mic. Mike 91. Watch the out.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Today's final score, Panthers.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Carolina, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Packers, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.